Hey everybody, it's Doug Green and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm very pleased to have with me today my good friend Dave Jooste of MSPAA. Dave, thank you very much for joining me today.
Pleasure, Doug. It's awesome to be here. It's the first day of ChannelCon. It's just going to be an amazing day. I'm still dressed in shorts and a pretty cool shirt, actually. I'm not even ready for the event, so let's get going.
I convinced you to have this sort of very informal podcast.
There you go.
But you know, it's worth it because we're going to, I think, when do we start? 5 o'clock tonight?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah. So let's explain to everybody. So this is the inaugural podcast of ChannelCon 2026. We're in San Diego. If you're here, one of the exhibitors is going to be the Managed Service Providers Association of America, also the MSPAA. So Dave, what is MSPAA?
Sure. So the MSPAA is really an association for managed service providers that we try and we advocate to get MSPs awareness. We have roughly around about 80 to 100,000 visitors to the website a month. And a lot of those people are just looking for managed service providers. Example, we had a managed service provider join us about 3 months ago, give or take. And within the first month, he had already picked up someone and signed a new contract. So that's really what the managed service provider is about. Over the last 8 to 9 months, give or take, we've refocused how we are doing things at the MSPAA. And we're trying to bring more focus to the MSPs and get more awareness for the MSPs, and various ways we do that. I'll be very honest with everyone, folks. One of the hardest things for MSPs is they can't get around their own marketing. They can't get around just getting content out. So that is just one of the verticals that we help MSPs with. There's no cost to that. It's just give us your information and let us push it out for you. And we push it out through multiple different channels and just get you some awareness. That is what the MSPA does, and that's what we're trying to do for the MSPs. I myself have been an MSP, and I know the struggles, and I know just as an MSP, you just want to get some awareness to your brand. That is it. And that is what the MSPA does.
Dave, what do you mean by get around? So in other words,
Sure.
It's like they're marketing, but they're not really doing a good job?
Yeah, so you have different stages for MSPs, right? You have the new MSP who's just starting out, and that's a one-man shop, which is okay because most MSPs start that way. And what happens is they're doing the sales, they're doing the marketing, they're doing the tech support, they're doing the onboarding, offboarding, they're doing everything. Okay, so their time is limited, their time is stretched between all those different departments, and they just don't have the time to do the things like marketing or the things, getting a social post up. They just don't have the time to do that. So that's where the MSPA comes in, and we help with getting that information out there for those guys, so at least they get some visibility. Because there's so much business in America, worldwide, but we work in America explicitly. There's so much business in America, there is enough business for every single MSP out there. Let's give some of the smaller guys a chance.
So a lot of people, what you're saying is if you're an MSP, you're attending this show, you might be leaving a lot of business on the table. You're just really not picking it up.
Well, when you say this show, right? So what do you mean by this show?
In other words, if you're attending this conference, the ChannelCon conference, you're an MSP, you're looking for things, there's a reason to go look at the MSPAA booth.
Okay, so we go to a lot of shows, and again, like I said earlier, we're refocusing what we're doing. We've been going to a lot of tech events, which is fine. But now we're starting to reshift our focus and start going to a lot of business events. So for example, we went to the business show in Miami, Florida a few months ago, which was not a tech event at all. It was a business event for business leaders to go and find service providers across the board. All right. So when we go to these events, whether it's ChannelCon, whether it's another event, we have a lot of companies coming to us and actually searching for MSPs on the spot. Okay. Our platform is public. Any business owner can go and search for an MSP, and if they like you and if they're in your area, they'll click on you. A lot of business owners do that at these events, which is great for the MSPs. It really is. And that's really how it works at a lot of these conferences.
You're almost like an Angie's List for MSPs.
Yes, we are almost like an Angie's List or like an Amazon. We've spoken a long time, Doug, and you often refer to as the Amazon for MSPs. Right. Yes, but one of the differences, can you go to Google? Sure, go to Google. Do we want to be a Google? Absolutely not. We do not want to be a Google. And we get phone calls from companies all the time saying they're just tired. They go to Google, they search for an MSP, but the first 5 pages are all Google ads. And then they have to try to decipher, okay, what's an MSP? What isn't an MSP? Is it an MSSP? Is it, are they even verified? So we get a lot of companies saying that. And we have a limit on our association platform of just 2,500 MSPs because we don't want 40,000 MSPs. We don't want our visitors to try, filter through 40,000 MSPs. It just makes no sense that. So we do try limit it to 2,500 MSPs. We currently have about 1,900. And those MSPs are listed. And if you're a business owner and you're looking for someone who specializes in AI, for example, because everyone's talking AI nowadays, sure, go search it up and see which MSPs do AI. And if they work for you, sure, reach out to them.
What are some of the other benefits of joining MSPAA?
Sure. As an MSP, number one is we help with a lot of the media distribution. So we work closely with TR Reseller as well, and we distribute some of the content. So we also have articles which go out to Google News. We also have social content that can go out. We have about, give or take, about 100,000 folks on our business community list that signed up that we can send your information to that. One of the things what I'm doing here with you right now, we do that with our MSPs, and a lot of our MSPs are very, very nervous. I mean, very nervous, right? Like some of them have never done a podcast in their life, but we'll get you onto a live podcast and we'll push it out to all of our channels, put a bit of press release on it. And if it works for you and it just gets you that little bit of recognition, absolutely, so be it.
And that's one of the things about the MSP group that has always been true, even as you've changed different things. It's always really practical stuff.
Sure.
It's tangible and you can put your hands on it.
It is. But again, it's a lot of people think, oh, you're going to join a group, doesn't matter which group, you're going to join a group and you're going to get instant recognition, or you're going to get instant leads, or you're going to get instant people calling you. No, that's not the case, folks. I always say to a lot of MSPs, because we go through an onboarding process with them, I always say to those MSPs is you're going to get out of this what you put into it. If you want to just be listed on there, sure. And we have a lot of MSPs that just want to be listed. Nothing wrong with that. But then we have some MSPs who actually do what we ask them to do. Listen, complete your profile. Let's do a video. Let's get your banners up. Let's get some social content up. Let's do all of that. And it works really, really well. Here's an example. We had an MSP about 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, brand new. He was in his second month of starting, and he think he only had like 20 clients. So it's not 20 clients, I apologize. He had 20 endpoints for a client. He signed up with us, and we'd done a full onboarding with him. It took about just under 4 weeks to do it with him. We'd done it with him within the 2 months that he published, and we published all that content. He signed on a client with 400 endpoints, changed his entire operation literally within a few months. But he put in the effort, he put in the work. Not everything is always going to work. There is a bit of a chance element to this as well, absolutely. But it's just, we'll help you do the work and get it out there, absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's up to you as an MSP. Do you want to do it or not? And if you don't, that's okay. If you do, hey, we're here to help you.
I want to thank you for joining me again today. This has been very interesting. Thank you for making this your first ChannelCon podcast. And for those of you who also want to get more podcasts, go downstairs, check out the MSPAA booth. They're also doing podcasts down there. Dave, where can we learn more about the MSPAA?
Sure. Doug, if you want to learn more and you're here at ChannelCon, just come visit us. We'll get you onto a live podcast. We love doing live podcasts, by the way. If not, and you want to see us online, it's at the MSPAA.net. If you are outside of the United States, some countries we do block. There is a reason for that. But if you get that website can't be paged, it's because we probably blocked the country. So yeah, that's where you can find us. While we're here at ChannelCon, I just want to make a quick shout out. Michelle Cook, if you are listening to this or will be listening to us, thank you so much for the partnership we've had with old CompTIA, now GTIA. And for anyone who's watching this, Michelle Cook is an amazing person here at GTIA. And if you ever get to meet her, absolutely, please reach out to her, say thank you so much. This partnership that the MSPAA has had with GTIA has been phenomenal, and we just want to give you the recognition for it. So thank you so much, Michelle.
Dave, thank you very much indeed.
No problem. You have a fantastic day.